So, with that being said, today's show is brought to you by Giraffe King Sportsbook. You know, the top-rated sportsbooking app in the U.S. And when you talk about why DraftKings Sportsbook is dope, it's because they're safe, they're secure, and they are reliable. Meaning, when you're supposed to get paid, you get paid on time. Speaking of, shout out to Deke. He paid me on time, man. Deke pays his bets on time because he's reliable. He's consistent. He's safe, just like DraftKings Sportsbook. And when it comes to DraftKings, if you put your, $5 deposit down your first bet and you use the promo code MOATS, that's MOATS, you will receive $200 in draft deposit money. It's free money. It's money that you use to go make more money potentially, all right? It's a great concept. It's a great situation. Promo code, you put it in, you get that money out. You see how we working, right? But, Deke, I also got to talk about how some people can't handle this lifestyle. Some people cannot handle gambling. They might have a problem. Shoot, they might even need some crisis counseling, Deke. Deke, I know there's one person, they needed referral services. They were in New York, too. So I just told them this little number they could text, and it was cool. But for everybody else, you know what I tell them?
What's that?
It's this number you got to call. And it goes like 1-800-GAMBLER. I said 1-800-GAMBLER. Since last week when you jinxed my team. Oh, now you want, now it's fun. Now it's ha, ha, ha. Yeah, so I'm feeling some type of way about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when we've been texting, I've been like, you know what, man? Like, I feel some type of way, T. Like, everything was good until you came on, and then you were just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my team, they won't lose and like that until you started saying what you were saying, and now they at home. I feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And you was real eager to text me talking about, I don't want to misquote you either. I don't want to misquote you in your text. Okay? I'm gonna make sure I pull your text up. All right. Okay. All right. Make sure I get you right. Oh, yeah. See, I'm getting all your.
I didn't even text you, dude.
You were fine. You were good. This guy over here, though, all is right again. Great weekend for football. with the crying, laughing face. TG, why you gotta be like that, bro?
Are we sure he was even talking about the Bills?
Why you gotta be? No,
I think he was just talking about good games or something. I don't know.
You think?
Although those weren't that amazing of games last weekend.
So let's clear the air. Were you talking about the Bills specifically when you said that all is right in the world and it was a great weekend for football? Were you speaking? Were you talking about somebody else or just random team?
I was for sure talking about the Bills. All right. I was talking a mixture between the Bills going down and the Cowboys going down. It made all is back right against the world. It gets no better than that.
Why you gotta be like that, man? You know God don't like that, man. That's not good for business, man. Come on, baby. Now we over here talking about can we keep up with the Bengals? All because of what you and Deke had put y'all minds together to put out there into the atmosphere, man. Now this is what we gotta deal with. This is what we gotta deal with, man.
I wasn't rooting for
man. We called it.
It was a lose-lose. It was a lose-lose scenario.
The emotional high, it was too emotional.
It made them come out flat. Absolutely.
Yeah, they had to get back to reality. Like, the emotional high was way too high. It had to change. It had to go. It was time for them to go down.
Nah,
it was time.
the emotion caused them to come out flat. Yes.
The emotion was too high.
They were flat, and then Cincinnati played a dope game. We ain't go act like Cincinnati ain't like that. We know they're more than capable, so I don't look at it like it's an upset or nothing like that. But nah, man, it was one of the ones that I blame you and I blame Deke. I'm seeking comfort. Yep, it's definitely y'all fault though. I'm just throwing it out there, man.
Cincy, it was time.
So you guys Cincy as your favorite to win the Super Bowl? That would sound like, huh?
I don't have Cincy as my favorite to win the Super Bowl. I do not. I just don't see how out of the NFC this year. I don't see how it doesn't happen.
Okay. So you leaning on that side. Well, don't give your Super Bowl prediction all the way. We're going to obviously tap into that when we get there.
So from that Bills game, I know you made this prediction a while back with Najee
Is it something
Harris.
else slander? Oh, here you go with this.
Do you think that was something the Bills were missing in that game? They needed a ground and pound type of guy, a physical running back.
You go.
Especially in that snow.
You hear this nonsense? I can't believe it.
Do you feel vindicated on that take?
I can't believe this nonsense I'm hearing
The
from
right
y'all.
guy would have that offer. They tried to make that trade. I think
they ain't tried to make that trade. They did not try to make that trade. But it's all good. You know who is about to come to Buffalo though?
Who?
You know he already in New York. Well, technically in New Jersey, but he gonna end up in New York. Who? He told that rock.
Oh, come on.
Who?
No.
Who?
Get out of here. Get out of here.
You seen what they not gonna pay him that in New York.
Come on.
So he gonna have to take less hit the open market, and that's when we gonna come in here and holler at him.
Get out of here.
Come on, man.
They won't have any money.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
If he don't do that, if he don't do that, he'll be a Dolphin for sure. If he don't do that, he'll be a Dolphin.
Hey, he coming on up to Buffalo, man. We're gonna bring him to
No
Buffalo.
way.
We're gonna get him for like 12 and a half on a 1 year. Sell him on that.
12 and a half for a 1 year.
On a 1 year, man. We're gonna sell him on that, baby. Come on, man. He wants 16. We ain't giving him 16.
He wants 16.
He wants 16. He's not getting 16. Who you paying him 16?
I mean, I'm giving him 16 if he wants 16. I think it's hard to give him 16 because he's only giving us 1 year help.
And it's a running back.
And it's a running back. You know how I feel, but it's not a running back. It's a Saquon. That's different.
Yes, but it's still a running back named Saquon.
No, it's a Saquon.
It is a Saquon. You just said
there's running backs.
What did you just say, though? What did you just say? You said we going off of how many years?
I mean, he had 1 year. He was healthy.
So you're running back.
It's a running back. That's
running back. That's named Saquon. Like, he nice, but he's still a running back.
Christian McCaffrey's up there getting, what, 15?
Yeah, but think about it. Even when he got the deal done, it's still just like you missing time still. You missing time.
I get it. I do. It's hard to give somebody all that. It's hard coming out that backfield. I get it. I think if you can get somewhere around that 14 number with him, and you can get him to bite on that, you got to go there.
Man, we're going to get him for 12 and a half, sell him on the Super Bowl, and bring him on to Buffalo.
He just turned down 12.
Man, that was from New York. That ain't the we're talking the Giants 12. That ain't the same. We're talking about Buffalo 12.
That's exactly the same.
It ain't the same. It's a Buffalo, so it's going to hit a little different, man.
No. And I get it, though. I think Buffalo wanted him during the season. I could see Buffalo trying to give him something. I don't know if they got enough money for that.
Yeah, that's got cost. That's going to cost, man.
Can they afford that?
They're going to have to move some pieces around. But I think if you can get them around that 12-ish, I think you can make something work.
I don't think Buffalo's in the combo. I think Miami.
Hey,
Miami.
Why you want to send them to Miami, bro? Miami got Edmonds down there. They got Chase Edmonds, and they got the other Mostert. He's down there too. And they just signed both. They signed both and paid both. Was it Edmonds got paid to go there just last year?
That's why it makes sense.
What's the tag? I'm guessing the Giants at least tag him and then trade him, do the whole Devontae Adams type of thing, so they get something in return.
What?
I don't know what the tag is right now, though.
For the running back?
It's probably lower than what it was because the market's down.
Yeah.
I believe it's like 13, 14. If I'm
no,
it's gotta be like 12.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't.
The low number is 12 and the high number is 15.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That 12 sound real nice.
Yeah, like the low number is 12 and the high number is 16. So it's kind of. I mean, if they franchise him, that'd be good for them. Then you're going to have to deal with it next year, and then the number's going to go up.
Now,
but
you think they still franchise him while they're going to pay Daniel Jones as well, though? Because they're talking about paying him this offseason.
They got those type issues.
Yeah,
they got more. They're in trouble.
Yeah, because they got to pay Dan. They got to pay Danny Dimes. He showed that he's the guy for them.
They got to get Saquon to work. That got to work. They need that one to work.
They were saying they're going to do an either or. One gets tagged, the other gets the long-term signing.
Yeah. So if you could pick and choose, how you doing it?
I just think that quarterback's going to take a little bit. That's a little bit more work.
So you marrying Daniel Jones, though?
I don't think you're marrying it. I think you're doing like 2 or 3, something reasonable for the market.
I think you try to lock in Daniel Jones.
High 20s, something like that.
I'll be real. If you can franchise Daniel Jones, you franchise him. You try to work this out with Saquon. And if it don't work out, you try to get one of them quarterbacks.
Because the
coming out
thing that's
next.
weird, I feel more confident in Saquon repeating his productivity than I do
It's
in
just
Daniel
the injuries
Jones.
with him.
Yeah, it's just
And I feel
he
like
plays running
a lot
back.
of quarterbacks out next
Yeah,
year.
you don't want the Zeke effect with
Yeah.
him.
It's a ton of quarterbacks coming out.
Right.
next year.
I don't know if I really believe in Daniel Jones. Like, granted, he had this season that worked out, but I'm like,
No,
do I
he
want to
gets,
like
he gets
bet
a
the farm
Tannehill
that he
deal,
does this
in,
every
in
time?
my opinion.
Yeah.
I think he gets something
But see,
in the
I
high
don't think
20s.
Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones without Saquon.
I agree with that too.
I think Saquon's going to be Saquon no matter what. It's just
Mhm.
keeping it healthy. But you got to be careful paying Saquon because you
That's what I'm
might go
saying.
get the Saquon you had the last couple of years hurt.
And that sucks. We don't need that. That ain't what you want to pay 15, 16 for.
That really killed Carolina paying
Yeah.
that running.
Absolutely. And when he got hurt, McCaffrey got hurt, you saw everything started to play out down there, man.
Yeah, it's like we just paying this for just to sit here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the running back position. I love it. It's just it's a tough spot, man. It's tough. Like I think it's the same everywhere. That's why it's never nothing personal. But I think it's a spot where you get your usage out of it, and then when it's about that time, you start getting ready to ship it.
Yeah, you just trying to ship that to Buffalo, and I ain't want you shipping the used up version. I want like the high end, like more healthy version. That's why I was like, let me get the Saquon and you keep the Najee.
So you think another team will pay 16 for that? I think that's the hard part. I don't think it hits 16 on the market.
No.
16 a lot for a running back. And especially after that wave of the Gurleys, L Bells, looking at Zeke deal right now and how the Cowboys are stuck with him still.
The only RB that's aging really well is Derrick Henry. But even he got banged up this year.
Yeah, he was hurt last year. He got hurt.
But after he got his contract, he still played amazing.
Yeah.
Those next 2 seasons. And he was playing amazing this year. It's just, he got banged up a little bit.
Yeah. Because now this makes 2 years in a row for him where you're starting to see him leak a little bit.
Oh.
Talking about Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he's the only RB that's kind of aged well after the big deal as of late, off the top of my mind at least.
He didn't really do much this year.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he
these
was
past 2 years,
before he got banged up.
But to the extent of like making it worth the contract. Like I don't feel like this year he's had that moment like how he felt 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like 2 years ago, it was like, yo, this King Henry, he about to get 2K out here. Like I don't think he's come back to that, but we know he's had when did he hurt?
It was something with his ankle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see, because he wasn't an ACL, but yeah, he had a lower body thing. So that's my thing. It's just like running backs, man. I ain't trying to pay them dudes 16, man.
The position is tough. Like it does make it tough because you always feel like you can go get somebody.
Absolutely. And we talking about Saquon and McCaffrey. I'm just like, I could spend that 16. I don't know, just better. Yeah.
Now with the Niners, they figured out a way to have McCaffrey make a really good impact with their team. Just because it's Shanahan being the offensive guru, he can move McCaffrey around and everything. Like that's a pretty good fit. I guess they knew what they were getting into making that trade. Like I don't think the Niners organization is that stupid to be like, yeah, we're just gonna trade a couple picks for this running back, bring him in, and then utilize him poorly. Like they had a whole like plan
for
scheme
it.
with him and Debo and Kittle and everything. Now TG, since we're still speaking of the Bills a little bit, there is a lot of talk in the media going on these last couple days, wondering if their window is closed. What is your take?
So when did this become a Bills podcast over this show, man? We got a whole nother channel for Bills content, and now you trying to bring all these Bills.
This is just like an around the league thing.
Now we doing around the league. Now you want to talk around the oh, that's crazy. Now he want to talk around the league. All these, it was 3 games a weekend, 4 games a weekend. You want to talk the Bills game though? That's crazy.
It's just been a hot topic.
All right. Let's talk about it. Go ahead, Mr. Coach Garvin, Mr. All-Star Game, Mr. Coach. You know what I'm saying?
We don't have to talk about it too much. I just wanted to throw that question out there too. I want to get your thoughts.
Coach. Yeah, let's hear Coach. Yeah.
So what's say it again? Give me the question because you lost me. So are the Bills what?
You think their window is closed now?
No, I don't think they have. I think it's just a new rivalry, like similar to the Peyton Manning, Tom Brady days. Similar to that, he'll win one. He'll get out of the AFC sooner or later. It's tough, you know. The AFC is a dogfight, like it is, like because it's quarterback driven. You know, I think the NFC is a little bit more run the ball, completer teams
Defense,
to me.
yeah.
Defense. It just feels like different football.
Yeah.
Like that feels like Big 12 football. It just feels like
AFC, they got quarterbacks. You're absolutely right.
You better score because we're coming to score.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Joey had that was the game of his year. Like, he played great.
Yeah.
I think they punted the ball like twice, and one was at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they played great. You know what I mean?
Oh man. So, but that is a positive answer. I did like that answer right there. You said that number one, the window is not closed. It's kind of like that Peyton Manning and Tom Brady rivalry thing. He gonna get one eventually. I'm with you on that, man.
It's definitely not closed for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I don't know how to put it. Like, it's just, it's different. It's different. It's different. It's
just going to be harder with the Allen contract, and it should get harder for the Bengals going forward too, because they're going to have to pay Burrow a ton.
Yeah, it'll be hard.
Same with Herbert.
But when you got the quarterback, though, I just feel like that's the great equalizer. It doesn't matter how crazy the roster is. If you got one of those unicorns, you're always going to be in that conversation.
Yeah. But I think everybody's about to have a quarterback. Like, that's where we're at. You remember the time when everybody had a running back?
Absolutely. Everybody had a guy.
Like, now we're in a phase where it's like almost everybody has a quarterback. Who doesn't have a quarterback right now? Like, and if you're not, like, next year's quarterback class is supposed to be one of those elite classes.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a, you know, what's what. I don't know. I don't think Buffalo's dead, though. I think that's still a good program. That's still a good team, you know. You can start to see some of that frustration starting to happen.
Oh yeah, because you too close to be not like, you know exactly how it go. When you get close, It's like, nah, man, like, I'm ready to get in that thing now. Like, I'm tired of it. Yeah.
I think we've seen the Diggs, but we've seen the Diggs wait out there. Then we've seen the Diggs. Yeah, like, it's just a lot of like, you ever gonna get in there?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, I think Buffalo fans, they're diehard fans. They're a program that they would love to see it, but it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
Hey, we're talking about trying to win a Super Bowl in the NFL, man. It is always tough.
It's tough.
Yeah. It's always tough.
Did beat Joe Burrow. They still got to go see
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, it's tough over there.
It's funny because the Ravens were about to beat the Bengals. Yeah. Literally, if Huntley doesn't fumble at the goal line, who knows what happens that game?
That's the NFL, bro. That's the NFL.
You need a break or two.
I stand on it. If Lamar's out there, that's a different game. Like, that was a good matchup for them. Yeah. They matched up well with them. They were able to stop things that they were trying to do. They were able to get in that man-to-man and really cover them boys.
Oh, so you so you with J.K. then? You was with J.K. Dobbins then when you said that. I heard that. You ain't slick. You was like, yo, if Lamar was out there, it'd been different. Okay, all right, J.K. Yeah.
I thought they should have gave the ball to J.K.
I do too. They didn't want to. I thought they should have. Yes.
You don't put that in the QB hand.
I'm with you, especially the backup QB.
Well, they said even too, he was supposed to go low. Like, he just called audible for himself.
He just did
and was like, hey, I'm going over the top.
He's ready to be the hero. Yeah.
Yeah, he should have called a run play though.
Yeah, he tried to be the hero, bro. He tried to be the hero, man.
Right. So like, that option isn't even on the table.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even do that.
Yeah.
I get you.
Nope. Oh.
He said.
Oh, go ahead. No, what you said?
No, I was just saying he should have just called a run play from the jump, and then. Baltimore's playing Kansas City next weekend.
Yeah. Oh, chill. I heard what you just said. You ain't. No. But say, you doing a lot. You are doing a lot.
I don't even think that's possible.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been possible. I think we would have ended up with
Jacksonville.
Yeah, we'd have had Jacksonville if Cincinnati would have lost. Yeah,
Jaguars Chiefs.
Yeah,
that would have been way better for you. That's what you wanted.
Of course, that's what I would have wanted. You know, I would have loved that. But either way, man, that's what makes football, man. Only one can win it, and. Just think, whoever lose this week, we're going to be asking, hey, man, did they choke in the moment? Are they still good like that? Are they overrated? They only won one, or they only been to one? It's going to be that same conversation, and we know how this goes. This ain't nothing new. But either way, you know, I'm glad that you answered the way that you answered it, though, and we'll leave it at that.